There we go. Now we go with Jafar. Rafiq says, "Hey Ave, I'm a 3D character artist from Sweden, and it would be amazing to hear your review and your thought on what I need to do to land a job. I've been freelancing for years, but now I really want to work for a company and break into the industry." This is what I'm talking about, man. This is form. There you go. This is a very buff Spider-Man. This is it. This is the clean, indication of all of this, like, anatomy that we're going for, right? So this looks very, very nice, man. Very nice. Love this Frankenstein. Really good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. Okay, there's one thing that I can tell you, my friend. Like, first of all, like, just start sending recipes, man. Like, one of the things that you can do is just start sending your stuff to other people, because this is really good. Like, you have a really good level in terms of sculpting. It's heavily stylized. I might recommend you doing one character that's a little bit more realistic, because everything does look a little bit like heavily stylized. And there's one thing that I'm noticing in your textures. That's the fact that we need to add a little bit of color variation, especially on the skin tones. Let me explain what I mean. Let me grab one like picture here. Yes, there's quite a bit of work for animators as well, Ignacio. I'm not too familiar with the needs of the animation industry because I'm not an animator, but I know that there's like animation work is very time consuming. I was reading an interview and I think they were talking to the guys at, I'm not sure if it was DreamWorks or Pixar or whatever, but they were saying that a good animator, like a senior or pro level animator, does about 4 seconds or 5 seconds of animation per week. So you can imagine how much animation needs to be done for like a feature film. So yeah. So here's what I see. If we take a look at the colors of the element, look at that. All of the colors are in the same hue range, right? The same hue range. All of them are in this sort of like orangey yellowish colors. And usually there's a little bit more variation on the skin. For instance, one thing I can do here is I can go for like a little bit of a yellowish hue, more of a yellowish hue. And I can add a little bit more yellow on the top part, where we usually have bones and cartilage and things like that. I can go for the purples and incorporate a little bit of purple on the crevices of the character, maybe on the mouth. I can go for the blues, maybe a little bit of blue here on this lower section. And if we set this layer to something like a color dodge, yeah, there we go, color dodge with a very little opacity. See how that, like, I know this is very exaggerated right now, it looks like a clown, but see how that incorporates a little bit more variation on the skin? Like, this is something that I normally do inside of Substance Painter. Like, I do my layers and I play with these values and these hues to break up the monotony of the skin. Because right now, again, like, it's looking a little bit too pink everywhere. So make sure, my friend, Jafar, that you play a little bit more with that sort of elements. Same for the roughness, because I'm not sure if you're using, it says here you're using Substance Painter, but some of the fabric for the character looks a little bit too shiny, like satinated, like effects. Maybe that was the intention that you were going for. But since everything looks very satinated, right? Like the skin looks very shiny, the metal looks very shiny, of course, the leather looks very shiny. If everything is shiny, then we don't have the contrast that we want. That's why it's important to always play a little bit with the variations. I would probably make the shirt a lot more matte, right? Like if it's like a cotton shirt or something like that, so that you don't have as much shininess and things look a little bit more interesting. But yeah, great stuff, man.